Number 1. Construct a frequency distribution with 5 classes using the following data. This data represents the number of hours of overtime worked in a month. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is just come up with the class width. And the class width, the way we calculate that is by taking the maximum data entry, which looking through here, is it the 51? I think so. Subtract the minimum data entry, which, let's see, a 32. I think that's the lowest. And then we divide by the number of classes that we want to use. In this case is 5. So come over to the calculator. 51 minus 32 divided by 5. 3.8, which will round up to 4. And even if it had been 3.2, we still would have rounded up to 4. Remember, with the class width, you always round up. Okay, so now I want to basically set up a small table here with and begin creating classes. So let's do that. Okay, and then this first part will be for the classes. I'll set up a middle column for tally marks, and then the last column I'll use my frequencies. So let me do that, and then we'll get started. So these are my classes. These are going to be tally marks and frequency. Okay, so for the classes, what you're going to do is start the very first class with the lowest data entry. So 32 is the lowest data entry, and I'm going to add to that the class width, which is going to give me 36, and that's where I start the next class. And then I add 4 to the 36, and then I start the following class at 40, 44, and 48, and that gives me 5 classes. Now, after I get all the lower class limits, that's when I go in and fill in the upper class limits. So now this is 35. Since the second class begins at 36, I need the first one to end at 35. And if you count 32, 33, 34, 35, there is exactly 4 data items that could fit there. Likewise, this one will end at 39. This will end at 43, 47, and 51. Alright, so now what we need to do is just start getting the data fit into individual categories. So for instance, the data point 35 exists in the first class, so I have a value there. So I'll just put a mark there. 51 is in the last class, so I'll put a mark there. 44 is in the fourth class, I'll put a mark there. 42 is in the third. 37 is in the second. 38 is also in the second. 36 is also in the second. 39. And so I'm just entering these data points into each class where they fit. So I'll go ahead and fill those in and then start the video again. Okay, so I finished filling those in. Alright, so now we just need to come up with the frequencies, which means I just need to count these tally marks here. So the first class has a frequency of 3, second class has a frequency of 9, 8 in the third class, 3 in the fourth class, and just 1 in the last class. So the tally marks actually aren't part of the frequency distribution, it's only the classes and the frequencies. It's just when you do it by hand, you often need something to kind of help you out